Altech Chemicals is aiming to become one of the world's leading suppliers of high-purity alumina from its Meckering deposit in Western Australia. Hello, I'm Natalie MacDonald for the Finance News Network. Joining me now at the RIU Resources Roundup in Melbourne is Altech Chemicals Managing Director Iggy Tan. Iggy, welcome to FNN.
Thank you.
Iggy, for those perhaps unfamiliar with Altech Chemicals, can you please firstly introduce the company?
Altech Chemicals is an Australian company. It's listed on the ASX, and our vision is to be the largest producer of high purity alumina in the world.
I understand sapphire gemstone is nearly as hard as diamond. What's your company's association with this gemstone?
Well, interestingly, sapphire is nearly as hard as diamond. It's number 9 on the Mohs scale, which is a hardness scale. Diamond is actually perfect 10. So it's very hard, and the applications are really scratch-proof applications, like your watches, your iPhones and so on. But what's interesting also is artificial sapphire is used in LED production. LEDs are light-emitting diodes that you have, and you see that everywhere now. General lighting, it's used in vehicles, it's used in traffic lights and so on. And the reason it's so popular is because it's very energy efficient. Some of the studies have shown that it'll save about 85% energy consumption by using LED lighting.
So Iggy, who are the current high purity alumina producers and what's your competitive advantage?
Okay, so the current producers in the world are big companies like Sumitomo or Sasol out of South Africa. And the way they produce high purity alumina is they actually have to buy a very expensive feedstock like aluminium metal. Aluminium metal costs about $2,000 a tonne. It's very expensive. And they use that to meet these specifications of high purity alumina. Our competitive advantage is that we use a very low cost feedstock like kaolin. We actually own a deposit in Western Australia, and we're taking that kaolin to produce high purity alumina in one single step. And the only reason we can do that is because the kaolin deposit that we have is very low impurities. So our competitive advantage is that we use a very low, cheap feedstock. Our chemical process happens to be in Malaysia, or we're proposing to have it in Malaysia. And due to the low operating costs, we believe that we will be the lowest cost producer in the world today.
Thanks, Iggy. Now, you recently conducted a bankable feasibility study. What were the results?
Well, the company recently completed a bankable feasibility study, and the results are very exciting. It shows a return on investment about 30%, which is a very high and attractive return. The capital cost is about $80 million US, including the plant in Australia and Malaysia. The net present value, or the NPV, is about $326 million, and the payback is around 3.8 years. So what that means is a very exciting project. It's got high returns and is a high margin project, and the company is very excited to have completed that. We're now in a phase where we're looking for debt funding. We're looking for offtake partners. And recently we just signed with Mitsubishi of Japan. Mitsubishi will look after all our sales in Japan. So generally about 21% of high purity alumina in the world is used in Japan, and we're very excited to have Mitsubishi on board.
Iggy, that sounds like pretty exciting economics. What's the next phase then to your project?
The next phase is actually the detailed design phase, project finance and securing offtake partners. With the financing of the project, we are talking to various banks, financial institutions, and we're also even looking at export credit finance out of Europe. There's a lot of interest for the project, and we're pretty confident that we will secure about 50 to 55 million of debt for the project, and that'll take the next 9 months to secure that. The offtake, we are looking at various offtake options, and recently we announced the Mitsubishi as our major partner in Japan. They will look after all sales in Japan, and as we go along, we will secure more and more offtake.
Last question then, or where would you like to see the company 12 months from now?
Well, the company has grown very quickly in the last period of time. Our market cap used to be 7 million and we've grown to 15 million in such a short period of time. So as we go in the next 12 months and we develop the project, we expect our value to increase over that period. So we're looking forward to a very exciting phase, and we're looking forward to supplying a material that will drive the electronic sector.
Iggy Tan, many thanks for the update.
Thanks very much, and it's been a pleasure.